Hi, thanks so much for joining me. So today I have a Christmas picture book advent countdown to Christmas with picture books. And yeah, so I have 25 books. The first book I have to show you guys is Cat Family Christmas, which I kind of didn't really count towards the actual traditional advent. Technically, I have 25 books, and we will start on December 1st, and then we will have the final book on December 24th. And so that leaves this book as the 25th, yet this is technically like a 12 days till Christmas countdown. So this one was kind of like weird because it will be read on different days. So I didn't really count this one, but yet it's included technically, if you get what I mean. So this one's brand new. So this is the Cat Family Christmas Lift the Flap Advent book, and I'm also going to link all of these books. I will also say that a lot of these books, some of them are vintage, so you probably would have to find them like at thriftbooks.com, or like if you can get lucky like I did, like at a thrift store or various like Amazon used, eBay. But I'm going to link them so you can have the titles and you can have all of that. But I'm going to link everything through Amazon, and if it's not on Amazon, I'm still going to put the title. Okay. So there are 12 days till Christmas. The cat family have been busy all year. The kittens have been at school, and Mommy Cat has been working long hours in town. But now it's Christmas. The kittens are home from school, work is shut for the holidays, and the cats are at home. It's the best time of year. But there's so much to do before Christmas Day. So we haven't lifted any of the flaps. I want my daughter to be able to do that for the first time. We actually marked on the calendar when the 12 days will start, where we will start this book, and she will get this one's like the 12 days till Christmas, this one's like 11 days till Christmas. So each page the cats are preparing 10 days, 9, so it goes all the way down until Christmas Day. Oh, I'm sorry, Christmas Eve. Yeah, because we're gonna be so busy on Christmas Day, we won't really be focused on reading. So yeah, so this book we will finish at Christmas Eve. And I'm really interested to see if it's going to be a part of our Christmas tradition. Okay, next one is also another new one. I actually checked this one out from the library, and we loved it so much we decided to purchase it to go in our Christmas picture book advent. So this is How Does Santa Go Down the Chimney by Mac Burnett, illustrated by John Clausen. It's really funny. I really like it. It's really quirky. And I don't know about you guys, but if you do Santa Claus, my daughter and my husband and I have discussed this before, like how does Santa get down the chimney if you don't have a chimney, which we don't. And I think it's funny, and it's just a really quirky, how does he do it? How does it work? Does he cinch up his belt? So it just has like a lot of fun little quirky things. And I really love the author illustrator in this book. It also has some pages. I think maybe one of the scenes, my husband and I both like literally laughed. We thought it was really funny, and he's not a big, he doesn't read picture books like I do, and he really liked it. So I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and buy it, and I'm glad that I did. I checked it out right when it came out because I knew I probably would not have luck finding it for Christmas, but I really like it. I'm probably gonna title this video Chasing Mr. Willoughby, because those were the two new to us books. Now we have I have quite a few other new ones, but they're vintage. Those are the two newer ones. And then this is, now I'm starting my favorites, where these are the books that I read every single year. And then I'm going to show you guys some new ones that I have that aren't quite my favorite, and I don't know if they're gonna make the list next year of like the 24 days countdown, but this is my favorite picture book of all time. This is Mr. Willoughby's Christmas Tree by Robert Barry, and this one I just love it. It's so sweet. It's just about all these little animals who get to experience Christmas with Mr. Willoughby's like leftovers, like of his tree after he has it trimmed. And it just goes from family to family, and you get to see all these cute little animals that love this little Christmas tree. And it's so sweet. I love the illustrations. They're very simple, black and white with green. And you get to see all the different animals that just really want to have a little special Christmas, and they get a little piece of Mr. Willoughby's tree and all their little cute stories. It's so sweet. And actually, they're not all animals. It's actually the gardener and his wife. And it's just, I just love it. To me, it's a lot about gratitude. So, this is my favorite picture book of all, Christmas picture book of all time, and we read it every single year since we've been owning it. So the next book is actually the book, that's why I mentioned to you guys, these are out of order. But this book my husband reads every Christmas Eve. It's The Cajun Night Before Christmas. It is by Trosclair. My husband's family and my family are both Cajun French. I was actually raised in a Cajun French home, and my grandparents actually were bilingual, and they spoke Cajun French and English, and my grandparents raised me. And my husband also, his family, he has bilingual Cajun French. But so my husband does read this book. Now, it's not written in French. It's written in like the Cajun kind of like dialogue, the way like some people in southern Louisiana speak. It's a little bit exaggerated, but yet some people do have this kind of accent, just the way like it's spoken. But but of course it's based on the traditional The Night Before Christmas. But this is ours, like the Cajun Night Before Christmas. So, okay. Now this is another one of my favorites. This is definitely vintage. It's the Christmas tree book. I don't know if it might still be in print, but I just love this book. It's a cute, you might notice a theme with a lot of my favorite Christmas picture books. A lot of them have to do with trees. And it's drawn in, but I found it, I had this book when I was a kid, but I lost it. So I found it at a thrift store, and it does have some writing in it, but that's okay. Like, it's just an old vintage book about a family, a little bear family getting a tree. And it's just sweet. I mean, it's just very sweet and simple. Now, this book is nostalgic for me, so I'm kind of biased about a lot of these books because, I read them when I was a kid, and I just love how the Santa Claus is a bear. It's just so sweet. So that's another one. Now, here's another nostalgic one for my daughter. This is the Bernstein Bears Save Christmas with Stan and Jan Bernstein, and then their son, Mike Bernstein. I'm not a huge fan of the newer Bernstein Bears books that are just by him. I like the ones of his parents, which were the ones I read in the 80s. But this one is like a newer one. So I didn't read this one when I was a kid, but my daughter's been having this read to her since she was like 3. So it's a big part of our Christmas. And this one's cute. It's about a Santa Claus who is looking for the Christmas spirit. And so it's kind of one of those themes where he doesn't see a lot of spirit. He sees like a lot of greediness and things like that. And you find out what Santa Bear will do to overcome that issue. So that's kind of the theme of it. And I think it's a really cute little book. Okay, so this was another one that's very nostalgic. It's like these little golden shaped books. This is the Christmas Sled. Now, my daughter didn't like this book. I found it this year at a thrift store, and I felt like I struck gold because I literally forgot about it. But these scenes, so this one's just about this family, and they wake up on Christmas morning, and then they go like sledding, which I've never grown up in anywhere where we've had snow on Christmas, but I just still loved this book when I was a kid. And I really love, there's a scene with grandparents. So my grandparents raised me, so I really liked that. And then they eat pancakes, and the pancakes look really good. Like, I always wanted to eat them. But my daughter didn't enjoy it. So, I'm biased. This is a childhood nostalgia book. I can't say I'd recommend this one as much as I would this one. I think this one's way more universal, but this is going in our Advent because it's very special to me. Okay, let me continue with the favorites, and I'm going to show you at the end the ones that are new that I'm still kind of like feeling out, because next year we're going to do another countdown to Christmas with picture books, and some of these might not make the cut, the ones at the end, because I'm not super in love with them, but they're all I have for now. Yeah, so because the library is really hard to get Christmas books during December. Like, it's really hard. My library is kind of small. Okay, this is another childhood one. This is a Christmas tree that grew. I was so excited to find it this year. It's okay. My daughter, like, it's just, the illustrations are kind of, like, just simple and kind of light. Like, they're not real bright and they don't really stand out. But what I like is it's, again, a Christmas tree theme. And it's about these people that live, I think it's like an apartment. And they share this Christmas tree, sort of. Yeah, like, see how it's like totally silly, but I had this book when I was a kid and it just gave me this like nostalgia feeling. But like I said, the illustrations are kind of just, you know, I don't know. I don't want to bash it or anything, but I mean, I don't know if you didn't read this book when you were a kid, I don't know if you'd be drawn to it. That's why it's kind of like, but I mean, it's in my Advent, so. Okay, another one I had when I was a kid, I found this year, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer Shines Again. This one's, so I have the original, and then, which pretty much most people, if not all, are familiar with this. It plays on TV, it's the book. And then this one is just like similar to that story. Actually, I haven't read it in a while. And it's these little bunnies. So it's pretty much the same story, but it's just like the way it's worded, you would think it'd be different, but it's pretty much just Rudolph. But I just think it's so cute. And then we have the original Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the Little Golden Book. Even though they're very similar, it's just different illustrations. But yeah, so this one's just the traditional one. And we watched this movie also. I'm doing another video, you guys. If you're interested in Christmas movies, we're doing a Christmas book, Christmas picture book Advent. We're doing a movie Advent, countdown Christmas movie Advent, and then I'm making a video on that. So say if you are interested in Christmas movies, please check that out and give me a like if you like any of these videos. It really helps support my channel, and please subscribe. I'll do a lot of book videos. And so also my daughter has a book Advent that's separate. It's more like middle grade and YA, and that will be the 12 days of Christmas. So I have a lot of like Advent videos coming up. Okay. This is another book I had when I was a kid. You see a theme here. Yeah, so The Biggest, Most Beautiful Christmas Tree. Another book about a Christmas tree. Now, this one's one of my favorite ones. I think a lot of people would like this book. It's so cute. It's about these little mice and their family, and they live in a tree, and it's about Santa overlooking them on Christmas because their tree is not decorated. And so it's that theme. It's about like, oh, let's all join together and decorate the tree and see what happens. I love the little scenes of the little mice eating the cute little food. Like, it's just very nostalgic. And they're sad because they don't think Santa will come. So yeah, very cute, very cute. Okay. This one's another one I just found this year. Thrifted it, The 12 Days of Christmas. This is just like, you know, the traditional Christmas carol. They have a million versions of this book. And I got this one because I had it when I was a child. I do like the illustrations. They're very pretty. They remind me of something you would see in like a Christmas painting or something like that. Very formal and beautiful. And it's just like the, you know, like the song, the tale. Okay, here's another one that's, you know, like Jingle Bells, like, you know, the song or whatever. It's not really like a big narrative like these two. It's more like the theme. So this one's another Little Golden Book. I had this one when I was a kid, and I just love the illustrations. Who are they by? J.P. Miller. Based on the traditional Christmas carol. So yeah. So that's just another one, part of our countdown. Okay, let me continue with our favorites, and then I'm getting to the newer ones, new to me. Let's see. Oh, I love this one. I love this one. Petunia's Christmas. Oh my gosh, this is my top 3. Besides Mr. Willoughby, I don't know if anything will top Mr. Willoughby. I'll look, but yeah. This is Petunia's Christmas. Oh my gosh, this one, it gives me this like warm feeling. Petunia. They have other Petunia books. I actually checked one out from the library. It's not Christmas. Okay, so this one's Petunia's Christmas by Roger Duvoisin. Duvoisin? I'm not sure. Okay, so it has very simple illustrations. It does have some color, mostly black and white. Petunia is a pet. So it's like she found a big gander in a small yard enclosed by a wire fence. "Good day, my name is Charles," said the gander. "You are pretty. Who are you?" "I'm Petunia. You are handsome." "I am too fat. Being fattened for Christmas. I fear I'll be roasted and served with applesauce." "Aren't you being fattened too?" "Pets aren't fattened," said Petunia. Okay, so she wants to rescue Charles from being, served as a Christmas meal. And you get to find out what she does, and it's so sweet. And she makes wreaths. I just love it. I highly, highly recommend this book. If your library has it, or if you can find it used, they might still make it. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's out of print. Okay, another older one that is part of our yearly books. This is the first year we're doing the actual Advent. Usually we just kind of randomly read Christmas books, but now I'm excited. I'm really excited. I love Advents. Okay, so Countdown to Christmas, I should say. It's not a surprise. I know a lot of Advents are surprises, which we also do those too. I'll show those in my Christmas videos coming up. But as far as books, it's more like a countdown, Advent countdown. Okay, this is A Bear's Christmas. Now this was my book when I was a child, and I repurchased it for my daughter. And it's by Santa Jan Bernstein. Now, this one's just kind of fun and whimsical. It's more about Papa taking... It's more like the aftermath of Christmas, because he gets a sled and skates, Brother Bear. And then it's Dad taking him out. So this one's a little bit... Yeah, this one... I kind of prefer books that are before Christmas, but my daughter really loves it. Okay. Now the new ones. Now, I went to Goodwill Books and Savers Thrift Store, Half Price Books, and I just bought a bunch of random Christmas picture books, and some of them were really cheap, 50 cents, so I really didn't even read them when I was at the store. Now, one I did order from Amazon. It's this one. This one I really like. It's The Littlest Christmas Tree. Now, this one is still in print, and it's really cute. Again, it's a Christmas tree theme, and it's about this little Christmas tree that nobody wants. Oh, it's so cute. It gets overlooked, and it's you get to find out if someone wants it. Who might want it or why. So it's cute. And it's December 20th, only 5 days until Christmas, and the littlest tree was at a Christmas tree stand on the main side of town. I love how it shows the little town. It's just really cute. I love it. That one I purchased new. Okay, now I'm getting to... Oh yeah, also I purchased some from thriftbooks.com, and I did not see previews. Okay, let me start with my favorite one that I think that's definitely going to make my Advent next year. This is Gingerbread Mouse. This one's so cute. It's about a little mouse who lives in this gingerbread house in this people's house. Look how cute. So her house is destroyed. A tree branch fell on her house, and she finds this gingerbread house in these people's house. And she gets to experience Christmas through the little gingerbread house. And it's it's just so cute. It's so cute. I love miniature things. I really do. Look at that. She made a small box into a dresser. Oh my gosh. I love little animals, little objects. Yeah. Okay. The borrowers. Okay. Now I will say that was my favorite by far. Out of all of the ones I'm about to show you guys. The rest of them, they're going to be part of our countdown to Christmas, but I'm still kind of iffy on some of them. But I'm just going to randomly show them to you. Okay. Now this one I chose based because it was like vintage. It's the most beautiful tree in the world. This one's really old. It's like, I bought it at Half Price Books. I love the illustrations more than the story, but it's kind of like I've seen modern versions of this book about getting a Christmas tree. About a Christmas tree that is grown for like Rockefeller Center. And that's what the theme of this book is. It's about a Christmas tree that will become, look at that. I love the vintage look, the colors and like the vintage house. I love this. I love the colors. It's so vintagey. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It's like mid-century modern kind of, but farmhousey. Okay. So they have a tree that is going to be at Rockefeller Center. So it's kind of that story, which, you know, I think I watched I don't know if there's like a documentary about it or something, but I know I've read other books on the theme, but I know this one's not in print, this exact one, but I'll link it if I can find it. So the next ones are just random. Let's see. This one's okay. It's like the Christmas mouse. You can tell I like mice. You know, I don't really like mice if they're in my house, but I like the idea of them. I don't kill mice or anything like that. We would do like a live trap. Actually, I haven't lived anywhere near mice. I used to live by a sugarcane field when I lived in Louisiana at one point in my life. And one time a mouse was in my bed. Oh my gosh, I screamed and yelled on top of my dresser and no one heard me. And I literally had to go back to bed. Like, the mouse ran out, but I didn't know if it would come back. It was not fun. Okay, poor little mouse. I probably scared it more than it scared me. But lately I have not had any mice in my house, thankfully. But yeah, in stories I really like them, and I would never kill one. So I would just rehome it. I just like let it outside somehow in a little live trap or whatever you call them. Okay, so this one, I'm not like big on the illustrations and the font's really large, but I don't know, it's kind of cute. It's just little mice that live, you know, they go play on the train and it's okay. I bought this one without, you know, previewing it. This one I'm not a huge fan of. I'm showing these you guys in this video because they are going to be part of my Advent, because our countdown to Christmas, because I wanted to do 24 books, but it might take me years to get like the perfect ones, and then the ones we don't like, they'll just be extras that we read, or they'll be donated, etc. So these are the ones that would be possibly replaced if I could find something like I showed you guys, where most of them I love, like Mr. Willoughby, if I could find, you know. But this is a Christmas bunny. Now, this one is about an Easter bunny who wants to like do Christmas. Like, he wants to like go with Santa or like replace Santa. And I don't know, it just didn't do it for me. And my daughter read it too. It's not horrible. There were a couple I literally just donated back to the thrift store. I was like, I don't like these at all. So these, I don't like severely dislike any of these, but they just, I don't know, I'm iffy. But you might like them. Your young readers might like them, so that's why I'm still showing them. This one was just more like a cute cover. It's Santa's Surprise Book. I bought it without previewing it. It has really pretty illustrations. But the story didn't work for me as much, because look at the illustrations though. Like, you could just like, I just like looking at it. I just didn't really connect with it. Neither did my daughter, but it's like, it's pretty. Okay. This one's another one, just like the Santa Claus book. This one is just like, you know, just a traditional Santa, you know, delivering his toys, and I looked at little cute kittens, and someone gets like a special present, which is like a puppy. You know, it's not much of a narrative. It's just like a, you know. Okay, so this one originally, it's like a scented sniff book, but since it's so old, you can't smell anything. I didn't even realize it was a sniff book. I kind of overlooked that, and I just saw the hedgehog's Christmas tree. Oh, okay. So, it was originally meant where you could like scratch and sniff it, which I think would have been awesome if you had this book originally. But it's not much of a story. It's kind of cute because like little animals doing their own little preparation, like popcorn string, but it's just not much of a narrative. It's just very short. And the scratch and sniff, of course, is, left us. And it's just, it's okay. I did look on Amazon, and I don't think the same exact version, but I did see a scratch and sniff Christmas book. And I definitely want to get it next year, but I didn't get it this year because I already had purchased enough. But it might make the cut next year. Okay. This one's okay. It's like The Dog Who Found Christmas by Linda Jennings. It's long. It's one of those like long, well, not really that long, but it's about this poor little dog who doesn't have a home. He had to leave his mother and go to a new home. At first, his new family petted him and called him cute. The words aren't, I didn't really connect with them as much, but then it's like they get rid of him and he has to try to find a new home for Christmas. And it just happens to be on Christmas, of course, or before Christmas. And it's kind of cute, but not, I don't know. It just didn't really do it for me that much. But like I said, I didn't want to go out and spend. I had, like, I don't know about you, but spend a lot of money. I spent a lot of money during Christmas, like Christmas treats and Christmas toy and presents and gifts and, advent calendars. And we're also traveling a little bit. And so it's like, I was like, didn't want to go crazy. Yeah. So this is the last one. Now this one I like. This one I like. What I wanted was like a traditional Ginger Man story. And I went looking at thrift stores and stuff like that. This is Gingerbread Baby by Jan Brett. I do like it. I'm pretty sure it's like traditional. I don't know if it's like, I just kind of glanced at it because, it's like big. It's like he opened it up and it said Gingerbread Boy. So yeah, I think it's still like the traditional, I'm the gingerbread baby fresh from the pan. If you want me, catch me if you can. Yeah, it's like a take on the traditional, I guess, gingerbread story, which I was looking for. So that is our Countdown to Christmas picture book video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks so much for subscribing, liking, and commenting. Have a good holiday season. Thanks. Bye.